late night camping. I'm going to give it the microphone a little bit closer because I got to be somewhat quiet for the neighbors. And then when my house is built, I'll be loud as fuck. Not only because I won't have any neighbors, but I'm going to have a soundproof recording studio that I will not be able to hear in or out of. You could be screaming at the top of your voice. You will not hear anything. And people could be screaming outside of the recording studio. I won't be able to hear them. And I'm not going to have a clock up because I'm just going to work and work and work and get all my shit done without any interruption or anything. It'll be wonderful. Not related to the request. Better call Jake. Hey, Clary, thanks for your list of favorite hikes. Hit up Badlands last year, and we're down in Moab now. Oh, God, you're in Moab. Lucky you. Lucky you. Oh, it's my favorite national park. Canyonlands, not Arches. Canyonlands. So let's get to the work because I got a lot of stuff to do. Repeat customer here. Please keep me anonymous. I have a two-part question where you could answer it, if you could answer for a handsome fee. First, you mentioned a client's video request, should my niece go into porn, which is one of the more fucked up requests I've had. The answer is no, or at least you shouldn't want your niece to go into porn. That if you, she, he, mainly women go into porn, there's a high probability of fucking up your brain and not being able to pair bond later in life. You mentioned the messing up the brain many times briefly. Can you elaborate fully on that sentence and give you reasoning? Well, there's statistics that show the more sexual partner a woman has, the much higher percent chances her rate of divorce. Men, not so much. We could go into why that is. But sex, I think, is a little bit more intimate for women. I'm speculating. No matter how much they bang on the table, they want to be treated equally, except for that one regard. Then, or getting shot at, or becoming linemen, or becoming plumbers. Aside from that, otherwise, but men and women are different. And you could find the chart. Like I think once you get into 4 or more sexual partners, it just tanks off like a cliff for your ability to have a stable relationship. Or I'm sorry, marriage. Keep it together, a marriage. Men, I think it's the same thing, but not as pronounced. The more you have, the more fucked up you are. But whereas that's what the data says. I also wonder, gals who go out and blow 20 guys at a party, there's probably already underlying problems there. Girls that typically go into prostitution, there are probably already underlying problems there. Girls that go into stripping, probably already underlying problems there. That's not to say that there aren't gals that have their act together. They go and strip. I don't, many times I'll cite it, we all know the gal that went and stripped in college and saved her money and paid and became an engineer or a surgeon or whatever. But those are the exception, not the rule. So you could say, cart before the horse kind of thing. Is the number of sexual partners really causing a breakdown in pair bonding, the ability to connect and fall in love with someone and form a stable relationship? Or is it they were already fucked up from the beginning? I would argue a little bit about, mainly you're fucked up from the beginning. And the number of sexual partners is a symptom of that. But it doesn't help. It doesn't help when you're just ran through like a train and that intimacy is no longer gone or no longer there. It's all gone. So I would have to do more psychotherapy studies, or not psychotherapy. You would have to research more psychological studies. And the problem with psychology is 2/3 of them can't be replaced or replicated or repeated. So I don't know how much veracity there is in the psychology profession or any kind of studies you'd find. But you can ask any guy who's dated a gal who's had more than 10 life partners. It's kind of like, a little bit off. Although, I guess if you're a boomer, if you're old, 10 isn't that bad. Actually, it's the industry average for boomers. Boomers are up to 11. Boomers be old. I guess maybe 15 or 20. Definitely 30. So I'm a little bit off there. And in this excerpt you provide from my video, I even mentioned the webcamming, which is a completely different ball of wax. Because you're not there, you're not physically involved with the guy. And right now, I mean, shoot, if I had a set of tits and I was a good looking gal, I'd be out webcamming. Absolutely. Abso-freaking-lutely. And you have at the webcam, we've gone over it a million times before. You could play video games with cleavage. Hey guys, you know, it could be a hey guys girl. And like, I'm going to talk about this phone while showing off cleavage. And number one, you're a fool to toss some gals the money. And you girls are a fool for not taking advantage of that. But if you can make $100 an hour taking pictures, honestly, with your phone, not like you got to get a photo set up or nothing, but I think that's business. That's logic. But the intimacy, certainly the prostitution. And even then, I guess you could, you know, a gal who's on not Plenty of Fish. What's the other one? Seeking Arrangement. All right. Well, if she's got one or two and she knows exactly what she's doing, are there gals that, yeah, I'm sure there are. But for your average rank and file gals out there that are resorting, quote unquote, to this, they probably aren't coming from their dad ain't around, not stable fathers, broken homes, welfare homes, EBT. The government is their father. They've been brought up on government checks. And if you socialists and Democrats want to keep on endorsing that, well, by all means, go ahead. B, the second part is that in another video, I don't remember which one, and it really doesn't matter, you mentioned that all porn stars and escorts should take time off of work and do some mental retooling and keep their/your mind and mental state healthy. Yeah, I don't know if that's a question. You didn't have, maybe this is the question. Maybe it's just me, but I have a hard time understanding what exactly you mean by this assumption. As in my early 20s, I haven't had too many relationships. Many dating coaches like Suzanne Winter mentioned that. I assume, as yourself, stay away from hookup culture and lead more towards traditional courtship. So far as normies, we're not too keen on the topic. Yeah, it's if you're, again, it could be that you're having sex with too many people, or it could be you had problems beforehand and that's why you went into porn. And I think it's more of the first, a little bit of the second, but certainly both. And yeah, if you're an escort and you also, if you want to keep doing it and you're having fun, I'm a libertarian, go do what you want. But if all of a sudden you want to wife up and get married and have kids, or you're resorting to this just to get on your feet, and you're doing it in a very knowledgeable, conscious, mercenary way, okay, you still should probably take some time off. I'm not a big believer in therapists, but go talk to a therapist. Must be an expert out there that deals with the porn industry and escorts. But there's, again, I'm no psychological professional. Neither are they. The DSM-27, you got paper cutism. Oh, you're deathly afraid of paper cuts. That'll be $500 an hour, government financed, of course. You're taking something that's very important, critical, actually, to a relationship that you were selling before. Again, not against it. But now all of a sudden, that's going to be one of the key pillars of your relationship with an individual that you are going to bring children into the world through, theoretically, or at least minimum commit to this individual. And for guys anyway, yeah, that kind of matters. Like, oh, you're a porn star, huh? Oh, you're a stripper. And a lot of guys like, oh, dude, that's like totally cool and hot. Like, you go date a cheerleader. I mean, a professional one. You'll find out it's a real pain in the ass. And I can't imagine what it's like dating a porn star or an escort, or a stripper for that matter. So they would, if they're interested, if they want to go from, you know, the wild, crazy lifestyle to a more stable, kept woman, traditionalism. Yeah, there's some issues that would probably need to be talked through at least, or you're gonna have to have a come to Jesus meeting with yourself and say, okay, that's over. What happened to me? Have I eliminated my ability to pair bond and combine with men, connect with men? But, you know, understand exactly what you mean on this assumption. I'm really headed to a dating coach, Susan Winter. Well, who's Suzanne Winter? Is she some goody two shoes, born again Christian type? I love it when women make dating coaches. Suzanne Winter. New York City relationship expert, Suzanne Winter. Modern dating advice. About me. Best-selling author, Allowing Magnificence. All right, I'm going to find out her veracity right now. and see if it is a best-selling book indeed. Okay, it is not. It has 33 reviews. 35, I'm sorry. I wouldn't be listening to her. Not that it's a popularity context, but I really, it's not that she has a low selling book. It's when she lies and says she's a best selling author. She is not a best selling author. That's not true. So I don't know who she is. I don't care. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a traditional courtship, if you want to get married, go be traditional. Yeah. You find the good girl. If you want to go have fun, find the bad girl. Same thing with girls. You want a good traditional guy, go find a good guy. They're boring. They're dentists. They're accountants. I mean, look at Chad Elkins. My God, how boring is he? I mean, geez. You want fun? Then you date our buddy Vince. And then, why won't he come in? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what else to say, man. What did I title this thing? I'm sorry, I'm tired. I can't remember. Oh, pair bonding after stripping. Yeah, it provides an uphill battle. I don't know why. I know women are different than men psychologically, but I don't have the mind of a female. I can't say why having 30 dicks inside of you lessens your ability to pair bond. It does. I'm sure it has to do with evolution or survival or genetics or humanity or whatever. But it does provide an uphill hurdle. Kind of like how having student loan debt for a worthless degree provides a financial uphill battle for a traditional family to form, because now the guy's got to bail you out of your stupid mistakes. And then, I mean, like, why didn't you just go have kids at 18? Really? Why? And I want to be a stay-at-home mom. That's why I got a master's degree. Feminism and male hatred provides an uphill battle to marriage. Careerism provides an uphill battle towards being a parent, where both parents are going to work and neither one of them are going to stay home to raise the kid. And, whereas guys, it's a little bit less, where like guys can go out and not take as much damage slinging seed around. It's not the same thing with women. It's not. And it's been my personal experience. I knew who the sluts were, and they were more, there was definitely a positive correlation between the number of sex partners and how fucked in the head they were. Absolutely. There was also a correlation between that and how good looking they were. The better looking gals, the more they slept with guys, and the more mental they were. Though I would claim that's because, once again, beauty prevents intelligence. One could even say prevents maturity. That's certainly true. So there you go. Okie MGTOW, like Liam Neeson in Taken, good luck. Miguel, do you sleep, man? Miguel Angel Casillas for $2 brings a whole new meaning to cleaning the pipes. That is a horrible pun, Miguel. Horrible. Is that it? We're good. We're caught up. Cool. All right. Got another one coming up. Stay tuned. Toodles.